What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Riven. In the last episode, we were playing around with the island hopper situation thing. I don't know what you call those. The holograms, I guess? Um, yeah, I will say I am decently lost. I don't know. It's not only been a second since I've played this version of the game, but I also don't know exactly what I'm looking for as the next step. Actually, where was... So... What would have been the next thing I would have done in the remake? I know that's not a good guide, but I'm just curious about... So I got all the way here. I got to jungle. Once I got to jungle, I was able to raise the thing. I went into the prison cell. I found the symbols. I dicked around for a while with the symbols. Realized that the last symbol must be on Prison Island. And then I had to go there. I think that's the route. So now it's just about, is that the same route? No buttons here, right? There's a button here. That's just that elevator. Nowhere to go even if I tried. And we know this is open. We've seen this, right? So let me remind myself. I think it's 17, 13, 12, 5. Nice. I don't have my notebook open. That is a bad idea. Let's get that notebook open, shall we? And this has no power. Right? That's what's happening here. We just don't... I don't have any... Yeah. I don't have any power there. How do I power the domes? That was not something I had to deal with previously. And this is not something I understand at all. I don't know what I'm looking for, I guess, with this puzzle. I guess, if there's something to look at, I would theoretically be able to get it with just the prison one, right? Oh. So let's see if that matters. What can I tell from this? Again, I can tell literally the geological makeup of the island. This is it facing north. So I could tell that the dome is here, and I could tell that the tree, which we know it's a tree, is this. Am I going to be looking for where on the grid is the thing? I would have to assume so. But as of right now, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Let's go to the elevator, because what I wanted to do was go back through the Jungle Island way to get there and see if there's anything that I could catch from that. Also, we should probably take another look at Evil Lair, right? Okay. So we turn this around. Again, I'm going to skip through the stuff that I've seen 100 times now. Okay. Cool. We pull the lever. This comes up. Hello. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything either. No, it doesn't look like it. Can't turn around in the elevator. All right. That's interesting. They're all separate videos. Going down the elevator is literally like 3 different videos. I don't see anything on the walls. Yeah, this just seems pretty standard from what I saw. This door we see 4 directions. Okay. I'm anticipating a secret lever almost at every single juncture, so... Nothing up, right? Okay. I think we could probably go up the stairs safely. Nothing looking up again. Okay, so let's press the button. And then... So there's two things here. There's obviously the lights, and then there's the security camera stuff. So... Right, that's our blue light. That's our green. So yellow. Orange. And we have red. Which is this one. So, just in terms of confirming colors here. So that was red. Oh. Sure. That's orange. Oh, if I click on the one that I want, it just turns to it? That's weird. Okay. Right, so... If that one's red, this is orange, this is yellow. Which I don't have. This isn't... This symbol isn't any of those islands. The green is temple. This is prison, which is blue. And up and down is purple. So that is the same as it was. As long as this one's still correct. And that is still broken. Okay, it's good to know. Let's pull this up. And let's pull this down. I just confirm I'm not catching anything else in this. Looking down. So I can't turn this. I could look down again. This is... Yeah, this image is super grainy. Whoa, 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 stop, stop, stop! Yeah, the perspectives here are not... Wow. That's it. That's it. Look at the fish. I was gonna say, you'd have to be super obvious for that to work. We got it. That is it. So, what do we know? That's the one that says 1, right? Because we know that the... we know that's the one that they keep pulling from. So it's a fish. I'm gonna draw the shape just so I have it. That's so much more of... That puts so much more importance on this evil lair, too, which is great. I like that much better. That gives this weight. There's a reason for this thing to exist, then. Okay, great. So that's the fish. We know that there is... So I guess the only thing we don't have... Because we know that there's, like, the wark shape from the duckbill creatures. We don't have whatever the perspective puzzle thing is for the jungle, for the like mushroom path one, right? So we have to find that. Once we figure that out, we'll have the symbols and we can go to Tay. So let's get the heck out of here, shall we? How do I turn around? Oh wait, I have to put the button. That was cool. I'm glad I went back because I don't know, I wouldn't have been able to guess that. It would have taken a lot of elimination to be able to do that. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else to see in this area, like down here specifically. So let's go back. I guess I could just skip, right? Assumedly. I can't. I'm waiting in real time. Okay. Again, I do not mind skipping that. Okay, cool. So now, nothing on the walls. Nothing on the walls. All right, this comes up. And now what I want to do is start up at the top so I can open up the dome. Oh, well, I was going to go to the top viewing platform to see if there was... I could see the perspective puzzle, but I don't need to do that anymore because I found it. And I'm not going to be able to see... Well, actually, from up here, I might be able to see the one at Mushroom Path, but I think I tried that, and I couldn't see anything. Let's try again. Weirder things have happened. So that's the elevator below me. It would be right there. Right? Isn't it right there? Let me look down, game. Let me look down. Okay, that is just open, which is good. Let's see, is there another... I don't see a recognizable shape. With no ability to look down, this is going to be tough. Maybe that's just not the perspective, but it feels like it should be. And sometimes you just got to solve puzzles with feeling. All right, and again, I assume this is going to be a pretty similar situation. This is not powered. Yeah. Okay. So let's get out of here. We can come back up here when the time comes. All right. There's that cutscene again, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need this at all, unless I could see something from down here. That's our elevator. I don't see anything. All right, we're gonna go back down to here. I mean, I could go off the sound, right? I could probably infer what the sound of which one it is based off of the sound of the creature. But I'd love to see if there is, in fact, a perspective puzzle. Because that, to me, makes the most sense. Wait, hold on. Looked like there was like an extra lever. Is there something to keep this way? Because I really would love to not have to go all the way around again. I thought that's what this was, but I guess not. Trying to see if there's anything I could do to... Nothing to look up at. Nothing to the sides. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope that that stays open, I guess. Damn it. Why, bro? Why do you gotta close? That's so strange. Bad choice. Oh. Oh, it was a beetle. Okay. Let's go find this path. This isn't... I'm like not seeing something here. The other thing is, like, do I know what animal that's possibly is? Hold on. Let me go back. back up here. It's this platform. Seems like that would have the right line of sight. But I can't get up on that platform, right? I don't think anything has the right line of sight for this. Can I go more above it? Can I look down from up here? I'm not really seeing the eye like I was on the other ones. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Maybe I should check, the hideout, right? Let's go to the hideout and see if I can gain access just based off of the clues that I know. Alright, so we're gonna go all the way through. Oh, here we go. Right here. Right, I forgot I have a new shortcut. Okay, open this up. And this will give us back the trap book. Once we go there, the whole point of going to Tay, whether we know it as a character or not, is to go and grab the trap book again. Because they stole it from us. Well, the guard stole it from us, then the rebel stole it back, kind of. Okay, so... Alright, so who do we got? We got a couple different things here. Oh, I'm gonna have to zoom in. So the first thing would be the fish. Let's actually just, because the last time it saved, I don't know if it's gonna save this time, but we could try. Is that the one? I think it is, right? That's probably the fish. It's not that one. Okay, so if it's this fish, that's one. Then it's bug, and it's this bug specifically. Then it's frog, which is the most obvious one of them all. Then it's the one we don't know. So I think it sounds like a goat. But I don't... Do we have a goat here? Probably not something recognizably a goat. That's like a bunny. Crocodile. Maybe something like that, but that seems... I don't want to guess. So it's something in the middle, and then the last one is the wark. Which looks like... What's the symbol for that? No. Which is the one I'm calling that? Maybe this one? No, that seems a little bit too dainty for that. Where are you? No. I'll have to check that symbol again. So let's exunt. Go check the symbol that we're looking for. Alright, I'm done with the moving. Okay. This is super convenient to have this. I'm so glad we did that. Okay. All the way up and around. Okay. I'm trying to listen to him too. No, they sound like pigs more than the goats. And so it's like a big back and a fin. Okay. Big back and a fin. How do I possibly figure out what the symbol is for that? Because it just feels like there's not an obvious answer to what the symbol is for this one. No, that's not on the catwalk. That's a separate platform, and this didn't look good from up here. What a weird sound. And so annoying that this doesn't... I don't have another switch for this. Okay. I think I'm still stuck on symbols. And there's nothing... It just feels like there was an equivalent everywhere, right? It feels like there should have been something here. I think the only thing I can click on is this, right? Is there anything here? Nope. Yeah. It's just a close-up on an axe. Okay, so let's go back to Temple. Because the other unresolved thing is I haven't opened up the dome there. Because I don't know how to get to it. So maybe we got to do that. So let's see. Is there a way to find through here? I don't think so. That's just going to close the door. Alright, maybe there's another situation in here. Go to throne. Okay, we've pulled that lever. And that is to our tram. Oh, wait, because this is what I thought was the microphone. Is this like when we pull this, he gets to transmit? Maybe. Maybe this is like where you could project an image and or a voice. That's interesting. Yeah, because I was like, what other purpose does this serve? And if that's the case, then I can leave this all behind. So now, what? I know that I could go and work my way all the way around this guy. But I actually don't have any way to get to that central platform either. Does this retract? It does. So that is not a one-time thing. What does that do? Does that do anything for me if I took that away? I could check. I'm just looking for a way into the dome. I'm seeing there's the pathway, but I just don't know how to get there. It's crazy to me that I can't understand where that's going. I have to assume it's down the stairs. Is it down here? It's gotta be. Okay, that's now operating correctly. Hold on. Oh, wait. Aha! Okay, so I missed a button. That's what happened. Like, I've been missing buttons. Okay. So now what? Where am I? Got it. There's another elevator. Yeah, there was no way. The only way that worked was this. Okay. So... Oh, wait. This is the sun one. Okay, hold on. And... Now. Too late. That didn't work. Come on. What the heck? I think I just gotta spam it. Let's just spam it. There we go. That felt like that was not the right click. The timing there was not correct. Alright, well that's open now. And then by proxy should not close. It looks like there's something on the cliff to the left here. Oh, I guess it's just pieces of this. Can't turn anymore. Alright, well this is going to be the same situation, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah. Right, nothing going on. Okay, so we're going to close this up. Or not close it up, but we're going to leave this behind. How do I power these? I mean, I'm assuming it's how I powered... Maybe we go back to the main Golden Dome, right? That's the only way I can think that works. Okay, well that was a good discovery. I just walked past that button 100 times. And that's just to the bridge. That won't do anything otherwise. I think. And I can't do anything to this, right? Is this pipe going that whole way? Let me back up. Hold on. Yeah, those big pipes are definitely... That's what's powering this whole thing, for sure. So how do I get up there? Let me get into that little thing. So that's my big question mark right now, is how do I create power for this dome. And it's not going to be this, because this is the way into the Starry Expanse, right? Unless this puzzle's different than how it was in the main game. And I have to route the power that's currently going there to the dome itself. Hold off, that's not the right door. Let's go again. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. So I gotta... I don't know which is the right orientation here, but let's go... We gotta go through the bottom of this, right? Let me do... Oh, wrong way. I think if I did this and then turn around, press the button. Oh shit, I can't skip it because it's not a visual one. That's funny. Okay. I think if I redirect the power from the pipe, that might work. Oh no, because then... Otherwise, if I turn this off... Yeah, that's just going up. It's not actually doing... It's not taking it from somewhere else. Alright, so that was fruitless. That's okay. So let's go back around. We'll just reset it so it's right at the back of the thing, and then we'll probably just call it an episode for now because I don't know where to go. That I need to do another version. Ah, get me out of here. I can actually, let's go back to the main centerpiece of this whole thing. Let's do over here. Yeah, this is much better to... Okay, I like that actually. I almost might like that for now. Oh no, I could get around. I could get around easy. It's better if I have the golden dome. Oh no, I hit it too many times. This is the product of me going too fast. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. There's definitely work to do, but I feel like I'm very close. I feel like I'm very close about all of the pieces. I just have to figure out what the game actually wants me to do next. In regards to the power and in regards to the last of those symbols. But progress has been made. So please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see any future episodes. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.